Hello my friends and welcome back to our continued blind Let's Play Ace Attorney Apollo Justice, the remaster for the PS5. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today we're talking to Daryan here. And yeah, it's a really interesting case because the suspect that I thought was a suspect, the last part kind of threw a curveball at me, and I'm not so sure anymore. But at the same time, I still don't know who else could have done it. I mean, Valiant Grammary seems like the obvious suspect, but at the same time, who else could it be? It's not gonna be Clavier, it's not gonna be Truce, it's not gonna be Phoenix. We can rule those out. Latus is dead, so it's not him. It could be Lammeror. But the thing is, he said witness is a siren. Why would he say, now he could be saying witness, the siren did it. Maybe there was like a stumble of the words that we couldn't hear because it was dying. Maybe he was actually accusing Lammeror instead of saying Lammeror was the witness. That could be a thing. I don't think it's Maki Tobai. Even though there has been that case, yes, you all pointed out correctly in the comment section, even though there was that case where we defended a guilty client, I don't think they would do that in case 3. It's definitely not Ima. It could be Daryan, but if it's Daryan, how does that work? Because he's working with Clavier. I mean, and plus he has a rock solid alibi. So really, the only people that it could possibly be is either Valiant or Lammeror. But if it's Lammeror, I'm gonna be very shocked. If it's Valiant, I'm gonna be a little bit shocked. And if it's anyone else, I'm just gonna lose my mind. Hope you all having a wonderful, fantastic, awesome day today. As let's go ahead and present our stuff to him, shall we? Look, you want to talk about the case, talk to someone else, okay? Don't want Gavin having another one of his hissy fits. The guitarist serenade, eh? It's a classic tearjerker, that one. You don't think he based it on a real experience, do you? Yeah, probably not. That's by feeling, no more than memory. Oh, you mean the songs just kinda come to him? Yeah, something like that. I guess you could call him a genius. That's a really cool image right there of Daryan. He looks super cool. What's with that ring as well? Look at that thing. I mean, even his coat, it looks like he's wearing a bunch of things that look like he's being eaten alive. By the way, what is the pun on his name? Daryan Crescent. Crescend? As in crescendo? 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 The musical term? Daryan. Maybe he dares others? Of course, he changed the song and lyrics on a whim. Drives me up the wall. He makes his court cases on a whim sometimes too. He changed the lyrics to a song just before recording the other day even. Wants to put in this line about a university student obsessed with girls. Whatever. University student obsessed with girls. I don't know if I get that reference. Why does that sound strangely familiar? Of course, it always turns out good in the end. Well, that's his talent, I suppose. I don't get the reference. I'm sorry. A university girl, or a university boy obsessed with girls. Is that Phoenix? Like, could that be Phoenix, early Phoenix in his college life? I don't know. At least he's got a really short failure dialogue. Makes it easy to go through. Ah! Didn't mean to do that. Okay, that's everything. Let's go ahead. Have we examined, by the way? probably do that first if we haven't already. Yes, we have. That thing is so creepy. Yes, we have. All right. Daryan, your alibi. So, about your alibi. You had to ask? Shooting happened right in the middle of the third seat. That's right. The music was playing when we heard those gunshots. And found Mr. Latus dead. I've got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too. Right there on the stage. Your guitar playing was something else? Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. Can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lamora's fault. She was the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. That is a little bit suspicious. But again, my logic behind that was that this dude has the ability to throw his voice because he's a magician. So, but at the same time, what if Lamora's lying? What if Lamora is completely lying and therefore she's just throwing someone else under the bus? What if Latus really was trying to accuse her, but he stumbled over his words? I gotta rethink this somehow. Man, I didn't even talk to the old windbag. How could she possibly identify me? Prosecutor Gavin. They won't let you work? He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion's clear. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin, a stick in the mud? Well, he may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? And there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that, Second guitar. Ah. It was you, Daryan. Hey, he's just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really. Well, I think the Gaviners are the best. I have all your albums. The band's fine too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Professor Gavin around much. You know what's weird is Trucy collects all their albums. And she's a big fan of the Gaviners. And in the first game, remember the first game? Wasn't Maya a huge fan of the Steel Samurai and like collected everything that he had? So we have sort of a similar crossover here. Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely. The prosecutor's office? I've never been there, have I? Data on the victim should have come from Interpol. Normally I'd lay down there dealing with it. Well, normally, you know. Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office. Maybe that's such a bad idea. Right on. Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and also say, screw you. Tell him I want into that crime scene, dang it. Where we going now? Hey, wait. Yes? Yeah, what do you really think happened? You know, really? You don't think I did it, right? Well... Great. That's waiting to steal a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping up on stage when it happened, okay? I was ripping. Huh? Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong, you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself. Let's not talk to him anymore, alright? Detective Daryan Crescent. He's the one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. Let's see. Gavin's office. Kind of like what I would expect from Gavin's office. That's a lot of good. Oh my god, look at that chair over there with the keyboard on it. Dang. I wish I had one of those. July 9th, Prosecutor Gavin's office. So, this is it? The governor's head office? It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing or whatever? Looks like the prosecutor Gavin is on the phone. Oh well, guess we'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf real quiet like. That's eavesdropping, and it's a great idea. We should do that. Why? We'd just be waiting? Quietly? So he won't notice? I mean, what if we heard something scandalous about the band? She'd make a good reporter for Gossip Mag. But a replica. So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Lettuce. Lettuce? Look, don't talk to me about those Bourguignons, okay? Just get me that report, chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? Beep. It's times like this when I start to miss Daryan. Huh? Hiya! T, just thought we'd drop in. I hope you're not mad. He's so cool. Really, he is. How could I be? There's not enough tea in the world in any case. Have a seat. Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist. Watch and learn, Apollo. So, who have you come to say? Huh? He means, are we talking to the prosecutor or the musician, right? Clavier, the lead vocalist for the Gavinaires. Or Prosecutor Gavin, the scourge of the courtroom. I like how he differentiates the two. One is Clavier, and the other is Prosecutor Gavin. It's like each one of his names has a different meaning to him. That is, like I said, this guy's cool. What do you think he means, Apollo? I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? Well, let's look around first, if he doesn't mind. Because this is a cool room. This display shows all the evidence of the case. Look, Apollo, he's got 3 televisions. Hey, don't look at those too closely. I'm still sorting out the details. Each monitor shows evidence from a different case. He does them all at once? I wish I had 3 TVs. What would you possibly do with 3 television sets? I may look laid back and relaxed, but in reality, I'm quite busy, you know? I'm living life at turbo speed, doing magic, going to school, investigating cases. But if I had 3 big TVs, I could watch a magic video, do my homework, and catch this crime drama all at once. Why would you need 3 TVs for that, though? A magic video is 1, and crime drama is 2. Doing your homework, you can't do that on a TV. The first 2 seem useful, I suppose. I haven't had a new TV in a long time. Like, I have this Samsung that I bought, and I think it's only the second... It's the 3rd TV I've ever owned. The first TV was one of those big clunky TVs when I was like 18. And then I got an HD TV when I bought Disgaea for the PS3. I'm not sure which Disgaea it was. Was Disgaea 3 or Disgaea 4? But either way, the thing was when I bought the game for the PS3, on the TV that I had, it was an HD TV. So the text was all super duper small and I couldn't see anything. So I bought an HD TV just to play Disgaea on the PS3. And then I believe it was about 7 years ago or 8 years ago, I bought the TV I have now. It's getting old, but it still works. It probably needs to be replaced in the next year or 2, but you know, if I can wait as long as possible, those really nice TVs will go down in price and it'll be worth it. But yeah, there's occasional times when I'm watching TV and there'll be like graphical distortions or whatever, but it's fine. I'm very happy to have an HD TV. Not a lot of people can say that, so I'm very blessed. Wow, look at that stereo. To me, a life without music is inconceivable. I never turn down the volume, even when I'm working on a case. That's such a huge speaker, it must be really loud. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that's the speaker. That is a speaker. Holy cow. I thought it was a desk. This room is completely soundproof, of course. Really? At my place, I can hear when the neighbors turn the VCR on to record something. That's something I do hear a lot of. I live in an apartment. So, and the worst thing is, it's like a B&B. It's not my place in a B&B, but the people around me, the apartment is all owned by one guy, and he rents them out as like a B&B. I think it's called B&Bs. And you get these people who come in, and they don't live here, so they think it's a party atmosphere, and they'll turn on loud music and loud TVs, and it just drives me crazy sometimes. But anyway, maybe you can get Mr. Wright to talk to them, work something out. And lately, we've been getting complaints about Apollo's voice training. Huh? Maybe I'll go have a word with Mr. Wright too. I'm very chatty today. I'm sorry. I just feel very chatty today. What's that on the plate there? Is that gum? Gum? Maybe he was chewing it while the phone rang. So he put it on the plate for later consumption. Yeah, that's gross. I know there's people who do stuff like that, but just get another stick of gum. You think a rock star could afford a fresh stick? Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I? What is that? It looks like a lump of plastic? Wait, that phone call? Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing, this object, whatever? Looks like it's on the phone. But a replica? So why was he after it in the first place, yeah? Latouche. Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you? Who? Us? She laughed. I tried to stop him. I love you, Trucy. I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to. Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter. To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently, it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latouche was after. This lump? Would you mind telling us what to do about what you do know about it? Okay, so hopefully that unlocked a dialogue. Hello, the dots. What's wrong, Apollo? You look confused. I was just wondering where the work chair in this office was. You're looking at my favorite chair right now. Huh? Well, that's a massage chair, isn't it? That is an ergonomic. Whoa, what just happened there? Stop fancy text on me. Adjustable office. I love the ones with vibrating rollers on your back. Those feel great. Did I say something wrong? No, I merely realized the futility of an explanation. This music's great too. This view is exhilarating, yeah. I sit here gazing down upon the city, writing my songs. Try working on cases. It's the same thing. I write lyrics the same way I corroborate evidence. It is a harmony between the local mind and the primal spirit within. Is it so hard to admit that you like staring out your window and daydreaming? Look at all the guitars. Why are there so many? You can never have too many guitars. They're like my lovers. I didn't just hear him say that. The back of a guitar is Apollo. Don't you know anything? Rock and rollers always smash their guitars at the end of the show. No wonder it's so hard to make it as a musician. You know what? You should try rocking a little Apollo. And breaking his guitars while he watches? Well, that might be a little too rocky. Ahaha, of course. I would never do such a thing. Did I not say they're like my lovers? Do I seem like the kind of man who would do such a thing to the ones he loves? No, not at all. I mean, you're Mr. Gavin, upstanding prosecutor. What happened to Prosecutor Gavin, the god of rock? On to this one. That was an impressive bit of the impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this. That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it? I thought it was fun at the stop, playing a trick on me. Skipping a gog on me. I never guessed that wasn't the end of it. I had a specialist analyze the guitar incidentally. Oh, did you find anything out? He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results that he came up with were intriguing. Intriguing? How does the guitar tie into everything that went on? Sounds like something we should ask about. Anything else? Yeah, I can't believe I didn't realize that was a giant speaker. Oh my gosh, that thing is huge. Absolutely huge. My apologies, but there's no way I'm going to talk details about the case with you. If you want to get my attention, bring me something dramatic. I'm not here to get your attention, Gavin. I'm here to get your information. Cool line. The guitar serenade. Might I ask, did you enjoy it? It's a lovely song. I got all teary-eyed. Ah, yes. The Christmas song that turned a concert into a tragedy, wasn't it? I was singing it for you, Fräulein. Whoa, that's so special. It was Lemore singing, actually. I am glad you were moved. It is that kind of song. I'm running out of slide comments. Oh, like I said, at least there's some awesome music playing in the background. So as I click through these, we got something to rock out on. Ah, you don't want to do that. I try to press right too quickly because I'm trying to skip through the dialogue as much as I can. For that, I've already seen. I try everything. That's just how life works in Ace Attorney Land. Never ever leave any stone unturned, my friends. It's not how you get to the bottom of things. Ah, there we go. That looks like one of our tour issue headsets. Why are you wearing it, Fräulein? Oh my gosh, she's wearing it? I thought it'd be cool. I could pretend I was concert security and stuff. Actually, we found it at the venue and thought you might want it. Oh no, please, you keep it. It goes well with your cape, Fräulein. Teehee, you think? Aww. She does look like she belongs on stage, that's for sure. Prosecutor Gavin, about this remote. Wait! Excuse me, did you say something? This remote control might be valuable ammunition for the trial tomorrow. It's too early to show my hand now. You would think someone with such a loud voice would speak more clearly, yeah? And nothing on the diagram. And nothing on the igniter. Although the igniter is kind of dramatic, so I would think. The case. Ah, that reminds me. Did you see the paper today? Yes. I always read the TV section. Good girl. How about you, hair for head? I read the funnies. Or I read the funnies. Then you will not have seen this. The Concert of Tragedy. The Prosecutor's Deadly Song. Oh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one. It's not a show, it's an article, news, you know. Oh, does this have anything to do with the case? Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? It's endless. Thanks to the case you made today, of course. Oh, that was like all Apollo's idea? Hey! Yeah, exactly, hey! Is that a newspaper over there too? Ah, yes, the Burgundian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look. Thanks, but I can't read anything here. It's Burgundian. So we have Lamor and we have Latus, and that's, about it. Oh, that's right. Suffice to say that this is a big news over there as well. Though they didn't go so far to mention the lyrics to my song. Probably no one in Virginia could believe it. It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. A game theory? No, a music theory. The journalist didn't see the need to mention it. Well, that makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself. Virginia newspaper added to the court record. Article about the case doesn't mention the lyrics or of Lamour's ballad. Why? Lamavour's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. Which is why I've had Daryan step down from the investigation for now. Yeah, we ran into him moping in the front of the Coliseum. Lamavour was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case quickly as possible. Guitar Serenade. I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it. You co-wrote it with Lamor, if I remember correctly. That's right. It was last year. I had gone to tour Burgundian's legal system, as a matter of fact. And that's when you heard Lamor's voice? It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting. Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout? I think it's sort of a special case, Tracy. Thankfully, she liked the rock I did, and we wrote a song right there, backstage. Maki on a piano, that dulcet voice, and myself on a guitar that I borrowed from Lamavour. And music history was made? Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo say? It is a memory I hold dear, and the song we wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there. You mean the charred lump? Don't call it a lump, that's a piece of history. And it's only brown, not really charred. No matter, I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have. Okay, hold on, I just had a thought. What is one question I haven't asked yet, which I probably should have asked? You ready for it? What caused the guitar to catch on fire? I mean, it seems like an obvious question, but it's one I haven't asked yet. Which means there's only two people who probably could have sabotaged his guitar. Well, not true. What if the keyring... What if someone stole the keyring to sabotage his guitar? That's possible. So it could have been anyone. However, the obvious answer once again seems to be Valiant Gramarye. Because Valiant is a magician. So being able to make his guitar go up into flames is very possible. Also, someone who probably had access to a guitar because of their proximity was Lamor. So she could have done something to the guitar, but that's probably a little less likely. So either the magician did something to sabotage the guitar, or the true killer, whoever the heck that is, used a guitar keychain to unlock his guitar and sabotage his guitar. Or did he not have that guitar? Like, is this for a different guitar, or is that for that guitar? I kind of forgot. What happened during that song, anyway? Why does the guitar suddenly catch fire? Okay, well, I mean, I like it when the protagonists are on the same page. Did you think you could show it to us? Your charred, slightly burnt guitar? I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? Lawnmower's guitar. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a vermin like Lamavor. How did it end up here? She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. So this guitar is from Virginia? That it is. They wouldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So they vacuum packed it in Vlamavor's studio. Wow, that looks... Wow. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. See, prosecutors do have a lot of clout. I still think it's a special case. And that was a special case too. Such a valuable guitar, it's too bad it got burned. Get from Lamar, sent from Virginia, burned the night of the concert. Or maybe they built the guitar in such a way when you play this song, it like catches on fire. So therefore, you know, anyone from Virginia could have sabotaged his guitar. And because it was a gift from Lamar, it's very possible that she's the one who sabotaged the guitar. What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar? That's right. What was that all about? Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It is called the sound hole. Ah, so that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. Is it this? The igniter? And the remote trigger? A broken device? Yes, this in fact. Yeah, I call that one. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now, however. So he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else. Odd. That device looks strangely familiar. Yeah, no wonder. Strange lump. This was found in Mr. Latus's bog. It's apparently a replica of something. A replica? It is a small lump, about 1.5 inches long. They analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was to be used in the identification of whatever it is a replica of. You mean whatever Mr. Latus was after? That seems to be the most logical explanation. Well, what is it? Don't ask me for lying. Oh? If you don't want to tell us, you could just say so. I put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Virginia. But apparently there is a block on information somewhere along the chain. Oh. There's something either Interpol or Virginia doesn't want to share. Something about this little piece of plastic. This little Latus went through all that trouble just to become Lamora's manager. Just to come to this country to find out more about this lump? And he died for it? Replica added to the court record. Replica is something held by Mr. Latus, apparently focuses on investigation. I wonder if that will make Maki talk. I've sent someone to the Coliseum to fetch Lamavor. Perhaps she knows something about it being a Virginian. Okay, let us present new evidence. And nothing on that. Should we call this the egg? I think I'm gonna call it an egg. Nothing on the guitar? Alright, well, let's move out. Let's go to anything agency first. Just wanted to see if there was anything there. We got another text scroll. July 9th, Visitor Center, Detention Center Visitor's Room. Blah. Looks like Maki isn't questioning. Huh? The police must have a Virginia interpreter. That's so fair. I wish we could talk to him. I guess we'll have to come back later if we want to see him. I guess so. Oh, that sucks. I mean, I finally got something that I think is going to connect, and it doesn't. So we bring back to Coliseum? Ah, didn't mean to do that. Going the wrong places. There we go. July 9th, backstage hallway. This place is deserted. I wonder where Lamara went off to. I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful. I guess. But I can't help but worry a little. Oh, that's nice of you. Anything new? Nope. Let's see. So many places to go. Let's just go down the way. Alright. Nothing here. Lawnmowers. Let's go ahead and present to Ima the things we found. The egg. Do you think I should take a look at this, Ima? Never mind. That's her failure state. Anything? Absolutely nothing. All right. Any new dialogue? Nope. Well, then let's go back to the hallway. And let's head to the stage. Where something better happened. Because I got nothing left. What do I mean, I better get something here. That's everything. So what am I missing? I'm missing something somewhere. Sample. Sample, huh? Think they put a big enough label on it? Maybe it's to keep people from eating it by mistake? Yes, they might think it was an otherwise tasty multicolored lump of plastic. Maybe it's the manufacturer. Sample toys when you can't afford the real thing? Sounds like a company Mr. Wright would like. Looks very cool. And then with the whole, oh, what's that? Oh, that's just the green background. There's lightly scorched and then there's this. It's burnt clean through. Yep, pretty much a useless piece of junk. It's kind of like you after a trial Apollo. Which part? The burnt clean through or the useless piece of junk? Don't. Talk to him. I present all evidence. What am I missing? I'm missing something. I have no idea what it is though. I'm not sure about that, sorry. I was ripping up the dance floor at the time of the shooting after all. Yeah, I'm not... I missed something. I don't know what it is though, but I missed something. Like, I thought I came back here to talk to Maki, but that didn't happen. That security camera's looking at me. Does that thing just sit there recording 24 hours a day? I must use one of those ultra-long play tapes. A security guard. He stands here, watching this room. I think the guard is trying to set a record for the longest time without blinking. I don't understand what I missed. Looked at all that, looked at all that, looked at all that. I looked at everything. I talked to him. I showed him all the evidence. Maybe we gotta show him the boom thing again. It has to be one of these. What is it, Apollo? I can't believe that. That's what we were supposed to do. Okay, I went through all that just to come back here to show him the boom thing. That device that was finding your guitar. Take a look at this. Why, that looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter. Another one? It was at the crime scene, and then was dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime. What could that mean, I wonder? I believe that curve is everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh. Thanks for dropping by, hair for head. Thanks? Why, you gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance. Oh, that. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, I guess I could have hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information. About the, egg thing. Yeah, the strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latouche was investigating. Hey, that's right. I've been thinking, hair for head. We encounter many incidents in our lives, all of us. Not all of them simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing the song lyrics. That is why I try to at least remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal to discover the truth. Huh, that's what we do too. That's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That is all. I can live with that. Mr. Prosecutor? Fraulein. Can I ask you why you sing in a band? Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street. That's pretty simple too. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps. He probably just enjoys it. What's wrong with that? Okay, now can we go to the detention center? Nope. There we go. July 9th, Sunshine Coliseum. I mean, there's only so many places I can go. Oh, it's you. You came at a good time. Hello there, Ima. What's up? How do you know where Lamora is? Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago. Yeah? Well, that's strange. What's strange? I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office. Lamora is missing? It's hard to imagine her wandering out somewhere on her own. Being that she's blind and all. Yeah, well, I'll help you look for her. Great, thanks. Hold on. Okay. Ah! Move. There we go. No, I didn't want to go back here! Let's try it again. The backstage hallway. Okay. Dressing room. Not here. Lemmore's dressing room. I've expected to turn to the right and find her dead on the floor here. I don't know why, I just had that bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. I'm glad it wasn't true though. July 9th, 4:46 p.m. in the wings. Why is everything dark? Huh? The stage is pitch dark? The power breaker must be off for this section. Great. I'll go get someone. Nice job. Yipes, it was really dark out there. Dark? That's all Lemore has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness? Hey, Apollo? Huh? What? Doesn't something about the stage seem different to you? Like something's changed? Is it the red guitar case? I'm not... Changed? I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me. Now it's bugging me too. What's she talking about? Well, only one more thing to do. This thing is what I was talking about. That looks suspicious. That's the ladder we used to climb up the stage tower. Not a moment I'm likely to forget anytime soon. Me neither. I'll never be able to climb another tower again without thinking about it, you know? I'll never be able to climb a tower again, period. Okay, that's the same. I still can't believe we found Maki and Miss Latus up on top of that tower. Yeah, I used to not like high places, and now I hate them. It's not like it would have been nicer if we found a dead body close to the ground. But that reminds me, Daddy's bad with heights too. Huh? No kidding. Yeah, we know about the Ferris wheel. And it's weird because you can't skip dialogue you've already seen, even if it's something you've already seen. What do you think that thing was doing in there? Throwing things inside pianos can't be good for them. Not to mention you wouldn't be able to play whatever notes go with the strings it was on. But the piano was fine during the concert. That must mean it was thrown in there after Maki played. So someone threw it in there after the second set, probably to throw blame onto Maki. Look at all the electronics. They must be sound related. Doesn't seeing a bunch of machines like this make you want to just fiddle with them? Can I, Apollo, please? No, fiddling. You'll break something. If you're going to make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs. That's what Daddy always says. These eggs look kind of expensive. Hey, that case? Wasn't that open before? Huh, I guess someone closed it. Hey, I was right, it was the case. Wait, look, where the case closes. Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's... Let's open Apollo? That better not be Maki. What the heck? Eek! Lemore! Lemore! I had a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach that something happened to Lemore. Ima! We have to get Ima! She okay? Lemore is taken directly to the hospital. Ima ran around, barking orders, making phone calls. Tristy just clung to my arm and cried. Aww. And me? I mean, I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is just too many. July 9th, 5:53 p.m. Hickville Clinic, waiting room. Ima, how's Lemore? Is she okay? Ah, you. We owe you a big thanks, that's for sure. So, she's okay? Yes, she came to a short while ago. You found her before it's too late. That's good to hear. So what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead. By who? We don't know. But they hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. How could she not? Oh, yeah. Right. Would you like to see her now? Is that alright? She wants to thank you for saving her life. Lemore! Ah, Mr. Atani. You are the one who found me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? Okay, well, before we do that, let's look around. I knew I had a bad feeling that was gonna happen, although she's alive, thankfully. I thought she would be dead. Some visitors aren't here in the waiting room watching TV. Murder during a concert at Sunshine Coliseum. Huh? Looks like we're on the news. This current hit song, Guilty Love, is in the courtroom as prosecutor, singing the defendant all the way to death row. Huh. Prosecutor Gavin this, Prosecutor Gavin that. Where's my 15 minutes of fame? Guitar Serenade on sale now. The door down the hall reads X-ray room. I never did like X-rays. I don't think I'd enjoy looking at someone's insides. Spotting nervous habits is intense enough. That must be a recovering patient. He keeps staring at us. What's so unusual about an attorney and a magician? A nurse watches hawk-like from the reception desk. She glares at me whenever I talk. Maybe my voice carries? Okay. Lemore, I want to ask you about this. Do you know what this is? This is what? Mr. Latus was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing it was after. He was after? You know, in his secret identity? As an undercover agent? So that's what he was doing. You mean you knew what? Yes, I know, of course. That must be a Borginian cocoon. Well, I guess I was close. I said an egg. Or rather, a convincing replica thereof. Why haven't I heard of a Borginian cocoon before? Why would he be carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir? I wonder. I'm sorry, I'm not quite recovered from the attack. She looks like she's had a rough day. I'll just put this piece of evidence away for later. Okay, let's talk to her. I think I've asked her enough of those. Attacked. It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone coming to see me, but they said nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room. You were hit? I knew that very moment. I knew. The assailant was trying to kill me. No. It was lucky for me the first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. And yet I reached the stage fast. Why the stage? I had overheard Montanus people talking. The power to the stage eye was off, they said, for electrical work. Ah. Darkness is my ally. There was a contrabass case near the stage. That is where I hid. So the assailant couldn't see you? What's in the case? I'm afraid I passed out. Wow, that sounds like a really close call. Indeed, or too convenient. The assailant. Do you have any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word. Too bad. Yet when I consider that was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am. Good point. She's sharp. Too bad we don't have sizes on our profiles. And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo. So that means it was likely an adult and probably a man. Could it be him? But why would anyone attack you, Lemuror? The detective asked me this too. And to her I gave the same answer I gave to you. I do not know. The Borginian cocoon. Well, they call it Borginian. It must only be found in Borginia. For certain, only Borginia know of these. It's a cocoon? So do you like get silk from it? I do not know the details, I'm sorry to say. I thought you said all in Borginia knew of these. There's one fact I do know about the Cacoon, though. Something all Lamborghini know. What's that? The Cacoons. They are not to be taken out to the country. If someone does and is caught, they will be put to death. Really? To death? That's kind of harsh. Why? I do not know. Yet if Interpol was involved, I'm sure there's a good reason. But this is just a piece of plastic. He was carrying a replica, but looking for the real deal. That's my best guess. So that's what he was up to. Tracking down Borgini and Cacoon smuggling. Smuggling? Oh, my body's low, but it's okay. We're almost done with this. Smuggling. It seems I was marked. Marked? Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world. Ah, so you could have brought these Borgini Cacoons with you. On my trips, yes, that was probably the suspicion. And Mr. Latus was placed as an undercover agent to look into it. Borgini is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside. Is that why they suspected you? But Mr. Latus wasn't a Borginian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means... What, Apollo? There must be some reason why Borgini doesn't want these Cacoons getting out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved. Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion? Cacoon smuggling. And Mr. Latus had Lemur marked. Well, it looks like Borgini is back in the smuggling ring. It couldn't be her. Huh? There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lemur. It was the least I could do. Actually, I have another request. And if it is within my power... I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Borginian. Apollo? Would you come with us if you're well enough? I see. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Huh? Where are we going? The detention center? Come on, Chusey. We're about to go get to the bottom of this. Yep, July 9th Detention Center. Visitor's room. Maki, we came to talk to you about the case, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. We're on a sort of an intermission here with, well, not an intermission, but a transition, is what I mean to say. We're on a transition. Maki is probably gonna be the last thing that we had to do before the trial. So I can expect that we'll probably start the trial in the next episode as well. Much love to you, my friends. Hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazingly awesome day. And until next time, so long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.